Hey everyone, welcome back to Connections with BCD Travel. My name is Chad Lumen. I work in digital strategy and advancement.
Hi, I'm Heather Wright. I'm the Vice President of Global Product Marketing here at BCD Travel. If you are a loyal Connections follower, you'll notice I'm not the usual host that Chad has when he does these.
Right.
That would be our great Miriam Muscovici, who is not here today, and we miss you, Miriam.
We miss
but
you,
I'm going
Miriam.
to try to do you justice here. And
Another new thing, if you're listening to us on our normal channels, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, something like that, this might sound a little bit different because we're also live recording video of this. So if you're listening on those normal channels, you could actually go to YouTube and search our BCD TV channel and watch a live video recording of this. We are coming to you live from GBTA convention here in Atlanta, Georgia. So a lot of new things happening on this episode, Heather, and I'm kind of excited about it.
I'm very excited. This is a new format for us too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You get to see the faces that you hear on a regular basis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so many faces of our colleagues. I'm sure they're going to swing by. Maybe some industry people, some suppliers from the airlines, hotels, maybe even some of our clients as they walk by. If you're watching this on YouTube, we are right in the middle of our showroom floor. It is very full. I didn't even anticipate it being this busy, this early. Yeah. So really looking forward to talking, connecting with some people right here in our booth.
Who knows who's going to stop by?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But a lot of really, I guess important is the right word, important things happening, not just the industry sessions, the educational sessions, but you can't underscore the importance of just the face-to-face value. I know we talk about that often, especially with the pandemic a few years ago. The face-to-face value of meeting with people, whether they are clients, colleagues, whomever, so important.
No, absolutely. And I think anybody who asks, and we will ask some people why they're here, I think that's the value. And especially, I know we're not supposed to say the C word, but if you've been through COVID, where we didn't have that contact with each other, we all know why it feels so good to be together again. And just everything's changing in travel right now.
Absolutely.
New conversations, new technologies, new trends. I feel like we're gaining momentum as an industry.
Absolutely.
So really exciting. I can't wait to go to some of my educational sessions.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the conference. I was talking with our event team. Right around 5,000 attendees, 1,000 of those travel buyers. And of course there's a few hiccups always in travel getting here, but like we said earlier, this place is rocking already, and we're just getting things started. I'm excited for the next few days.
I'm so excited for the next few days, and I actually am looking forward to learning over the next 3 days, right?
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of learning, let's get back to that. You had mentioned the classes earlier. I'm eager to learn from your class that you're hosting. Tell everyone what that's about and what you're going to be covering.
Yeah. So I am presenting with Tawny Perry from Tmoji, and we're going to be presenting an education session on AI for non-techies, right? Like you.
Like me, not a coder.
Yeah, not a developer.
Builder, not a developer, right.
Not an expert, but maybe a travel buyer who is like, I keep being asked about AI and what our suppliers or TMC are doing with AI, and I have no idea. It's very intimidating. It is very intimidating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, people are always more intimidated by things they don't understand. And so we wanted to make sure they understand it, and they understand it in terms that they can go back and repeat, that makes it less daunting to them, that makes it less scary to them. There's so much information out there, and it's talking way over the heads of many people. We're going to break it down and talk about what impact it's going to have to the travel industry in the near term, and then in the medium to long term as well. So use cases. Yeah.
That's obviously a juicy topic, right? AI, you can't go a day in this industry without hearing those letters, those words. So I'm looking forward to that one. We have 14, I think 14 colleagues here at BCD across 13 different educational
Yes,
sessions.
isn't that great?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
We are blessed to work with some really smart, strategic thinkers and thought leaders in the industry leading those classes. So I'm looking forward to attending some of those. Are there any that you've seen that you're going to try to make as well?
Yeah, there are a few. And you know, there are so many educational sessions in this show. When I was going through the agenda and trying to schedule, they kind of were all at the same time. And then when I was speaking, there was one I wanted to go to. And so, I mean, I want to hear about NDC.
Yeah,
and I want to hear about NDC because I want to know what messages other people are giving on NDC, right? It's a huge topic.
Yeah.
And we're all saying similar things, but like, what is that message that folks want to hear? And I want to learn more about that. I want to learn about traveler journey and traveler experience. That's my passion.
Of course.
What's going on with traveler experience? What does it really mean? I think there's a session on architecting the best traveler experience. Totally want to go to that.
Yeah.
Because I know everybody is dabbling or more in building their own kind of trip experience. I want to hear what the secret is to that, who's doing it well. I know we are.
Of course.
I just want to learn and see what other folks are doing. The reason I love this industry is because we have competition, but it's friendly competition. And we challenge each other and we learn from each other. So I'm excited to do that.
Yeah, same. Of course, just like you said, I'm going to try to swing by some of the NDC sessions as well.
Right.
Some of our colleagues, one of my favorite, Rosanna Martin, she's been on the podcast many times, doing one on RFPs. Now, you would think that's not something that we would want to host a session on, right? But I asked her about it. She actually invited some of those competitors to join her into that one because at the end of the day, I think we all have the same focus, and that is ensuring that we are helping all of our clients, everyone in the industry, deliver the value to the travelers, to the humans that are behind, this giant travel industry.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, so let's talk for a second about what's actually happening here on the floor. And, I don't know if you can see what's going on behind us, but we are live in the BCD booth. Everyone's walking around. And like I said, we have a lot of our colleagues around as well. So again, we're going to try to nab a few of them to come over.
We're going to surprise
There's actually
some people.
Someone right next to me. I hope I can grab him to come over.
Oh, look who it is.
Let's see. There he is.
Welcome.
How are we?
Oh my God.
Hi.
Here,
Look
step
at
on
this.
up. Yeah, we got you your own
Oh,
mic. I
come
know,
on,
I know.
All right.
All right, so for everyone watching, introduce yourself and tell us what you do here at BCD Travel.
Mike Jansen. I'm in the travel industry. I'm at BCD Travel. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer for BCD Travel. And I'm here to help build a brand.
I love that. I love it. Well, first of all, thank you for being voluntold to come over and join the podcast. We love that.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we couldn't let you walk by, though, without asking a few questions.
Yeah.
First of which, while you're here at GBTA, what are you hoping to talk with as you're talking to clients and all these amazing attendees here? What are you going to be talking to them about? What do you hope to get out of those conversations?
Well, what I hope to get out of the conversations is really to continue to reinforce BCD's position in this industry, right? I think there's continual change. I think last year, didn't we talk about how everybody thinks everything's so complex? It is sometimes, but at the same point, there also can be things a little bit easier than we make them, I think, a little complex at times. We make
You're
them,
not wrong there.
yeah, maybe a little more dramatic than they need. But I think if you look over the last years, what we've done to build BCD, to build the brand, to really be that foundational organization in this industry that people can count on, can trust. They know we're always going to be evolving, we're always going to be looking at how we can bring new entrants to the BCD marketplace into our customers' fold, how we can find new ways to do things. But foundationally, we're going to be the stable, financially secure partner that's focused on servicing people's travels in the most efficient and safe way. And that's what I want to reconfirm with people. There is absolutely so many good things to be changing, to be looking for, but let's not get too far from our center. So that'll be a conversation.
I love that.
And I'll try to shorten it a little bit for them, right? So let me work on that elevator pitch.
Not at all, not at all.
Yeah, so I heard you say we're going to be building the brand, getting the brand out there. I love our brand.
Yeah.
I'm in marketing, right? So I kind of love our brand.
Problems.
I know, you do. I have seen the BCD brand in more places lately, on social media, all social media. It's all over this show. Tell me what that means to you. Do you feel the same way? Do you feel like we're making momentum with our brand, that it's out there, that people know who BCD is?
Yeah, absolutely. But you asked me how I feel about it. I feel pride. Are you kidding me? I mean, I've spent 25 years in this organization, and I love it. I'm passionate about this company. I love the people I work with, and for me, we the people are the brand, right? And so the better the brand is, it means how well we're working together, that you and I are working together. We're doing our job right. And I think, you know, if you go back 5, 10, 15 years ago, you know, if you look at it, shoot, people were like, who knows BCD? Where's the A?
Right.
What's BCD stand for, right?
Yes.
Where's
the A?
Do we still get some of that? Of course we do. But people understand that we are now a leader in this industry. We are that company that is big enough to service any program in the globe, but still customize it to the needs of those customers and travelers. And that's cool to me. I love that we've all gotten behind that, and people see us for that.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to be an 11-time winner of Most Admired TMC, right?
Not to brag.
Absolutely.
Not to brag,
but
but just to make sure everyone's clear.
Yeah, did I say 11? But you got to really enjoy that. You got to be proud about that. So what it really does, it makes me feel proud of what we have all done together as a team at BCD.
Right,
so
right.
it feels good. Stands for something in this marketplace. And you can't do much better than that.
No, you're right. Okay, I have one more question you knew I was going to ask you.
Okay.
We got some really good technology.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about?
Oh, that's a good one.
From a technology perspective?
That one's hard.
Which is
There's a
changing
lot.
all the time, by the way, so
There's
it's a
lot.
trick question.
That's hard.
here.
Well, but if you ask me what technology excites me the most, if you ask me what's coming that excites me the most, all right, I'm going to take the easy path because it is. It's AI, right?
Right.
But it's not AI to replace. And you both know this. You've heard me say this before. AI to me is supplemental to the core of what we do, which is customer service.
Right.
It's how we can give easy answers, easy solutions for travelers that need something really quick, and then free up our phenomenal agents to help those that are being disrupted or having trouble with travel.
Yeah.
Has anyone experienced disruption in travel recently?
Maybe a delay or two recently.
Maybe
one or two.
And to that point, this industry is so good, and we want to service people so much. I want to keep seeing ways that all of us in this room that are partners in servicing our clients find a way to share our systems to allow us to all better help in disruptions like have been caused by this whole outage over the last couple of days. Because it's not just an airline issue, a hotel issue, or TMC. It's all of our issues.
Yeah, absolutely.
And together we're going to solve it better than individual. Well, and AI to me is going to help us continue to free up our really good agents to give even better service in times like this.
Shout out to all the
answer.
agents out there.
Yes.
Shout out to all the agents.
Thank you,
who've been
BCD
working
agents,
on
all
this
agents.
stuff.
Love you.
Right.
Yes. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see what other food I can scrounge.
Oh, yeah, get the empanadas.
All right, perfect.
Thanks, Mike. I love that he was able to swing by and talk about that. And of course, you know, we joke about it all the time talking, but of course, AI, hot button topic. You're delivering on that session. He brings it up again. We can't avoid it, but I think he brought up a really great point. And something that I really want to stress here is AI is not replacing what BCD does. It's enhancing the incredible agents and the incredible people on the front lines of what they can do to free up their time to service even more. My gosh, it's another one of our oh no, if you swung by the podcast, you have to join the podcast. Come right in here in the center.
In the middle.
All right, so if you...
I'll just hold this.
Yeah, first of all, you have to introduce yourself and tell us what you do at BCD. You're going to use this mic here in the center.
Hey everybody, I'm Shamika Britt. I manage our company blog. I tell stories for the team, and I help these guys with their tech work and their tech stack.
Yeah,
What's going on?
If you are not an auto subscriber of the BCD blog, you need to. One, because Shamika does tell a good story, but two, it's all based on facts and all the great things that are happening, not just across BCD, but the industry itself. Okay, so you're here at GBTA attending. What's the one thing you're looking forward to experiencing the most here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm really looking forward to the education sessions. It's my first time. You know, I'm a storyteller. I want to hear from other people what they're interested in, what they're working on, and what we can use to help our audiences and our clients and prospects.
Yeah, love that.
Shamika, this is your first show?
This is my first show, and it's in Atlanta.
I'm
It's
so
our
proud.
hometown.
It's in our hometown,
That's
and
right.
you would think you'd been to 10 of them the way
I
you're.
know. This is my first one. I love it. It's amazing. The energy is
The energy,
way
right?
bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for this. I'm looking forward to our speakers, those who made it here safely.
Yes,
How can
yes.
people sign up for our blog
If
before
you
we let
can,
you
go
go?
straight to our page, and it's bcdtravel.com/blog. Look for the subscribe button in the corner.
That's
and connect
easy.
with me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, so Heather, I want to specifically drill down into some technology with you.
Oh.
Yeah, VP of Product Planning Development here. You knew I was going to ask you about it. What are some of the technologies that we are showcasing here in the BCD booth this year? For everyone watching, where we're actually at right now is where clients will come to get some live demos of those technologies. What are we going to be talking about and showing them this year?
Yeah, sure. Let's back up. One thing I want to mention is that 95% of the conversations we have with our clients and our prospects are technology based.
Yeah, of course.
I think everybody would agree with that in the conference,
Yeah.
right? So it's really a big investment for us. I think we are really knocking it out of the park, if I may say so myself,
of course.
with some of our solutions. Trip Source, I think, is the easy one to bring out, right?
Well, I mean, it's a big one.
It's a big one, and I'm going to pull a mic and say, I think this is the 7th year that we've won an award for the best mobile app and desktop experience with Trip Source.
Shout out to the Trip Source team.
Shout out to the Trip Source team.
Yep.
It's getting better. We just redesigned our desktop experience.
Yep, love it.
We've got really robust shopping and booking capabilities. We have a commerce platform that we plug into that we've built from the ground up that layers policy on top of content and really gives our travelers the best choices out there.
Absolutely.
So I could go on and on about Trip Source, but I won't.
I know you can.
I know. Okay, BCD Pay, spend management. I think every TMC has a spend management arm.
Yeah, of course.
T&E, travel and expense go hand in hand. We have our own suite of spend management solutions. We call it BCD Pay. It's VPA, it's digital payment. It's digital invoice management. It's automated reconciliation, AI-based automated reconciliation. The short story here is spend management processes are a pain in the keister.
Absolutely.
Can I get an amen
I
from
don't
the
think
travel
anyone
buyers?
will disagree with that.
Yes. And we have brought all of it together in a single platform where you can search for invoices and receipts. You can match transactions. All of this happens, and then it all boils up to this big spend insights dashboard where you have a kind of a big picture of your spend program that you can drill down into.
Makes it easy for the travel
It's easy.
manager.
I mean, it really amazes me that in this day and age, there are still verticals that are doing things manually. And it could be, I used to say it about the medical industry. They're coming on board now and getting their iPads and everything. But spend management still, for a lot of organizations, is a very manual process between the travel department, accounting, finance,
teams,
a lot of handoffs, a lot of going back and looking for
let's
things.
not forget the traveler themselves.
Do you like
Reconciliation.
doing
That's what I was
expense
just
report?
about to say. Reconciliation and expense reports, hours every month, every week sometimes, depending on what's going on that week.
Yeah.
It's terrible. However, just as you were saying, using some of the features of BCD Pay automates it, makes it easy. I don't have to do 95% of the work, and the other 5% is double checking that things, are spot on, and they are. It's great.
Imagine if you had a card, whether it's a digital card or corporate card, where you go out and you have your trip, and you don't have to do anything after that because it all went in the system and it sent you a check.
Right.
Welcome home, Chad. Here's your money.
Here's your reimbursement. Right.
That's what we all want.
Yeah.
Okay. The last one I will mention. Oh, this is a tough. If I have to pick a last
I
one.
know.
BCD Invite.
Love it.
Guest travel. Another challenging area for many people.
Which you wouldn't think would be as complicated as it is, but it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have segments that have a lot of guest travel. Life sciences is one. Media and entertainment have a lot of people there moving around from different companies. And so again, this is kind of a very specialized technology that allows arrangers and guest travelers to go in and set up profiles, book a trip. They can use TripSource once they book a trip. And it really kind of gives these guest travelers a great first impression of the company. They're traveling.
And how important is, I mean, first impressions, especially when you're a contractor, not someone within the immediate organization, that first impression sometimes is everything.
So they've got this stellar first impression, and also you can serve them throughout the trip on disruptions, on risk management, just like you would one of your profile travelers. I really love that one. And I'll stop because you know that I could keep going.
I know, well, you know, for everyone watching, I'm looking down at our notes here and I do see Heather's list of technologies. Now, I'm not going to call you a technology geek or a nerd, but there are some really good ones on here. So if you're at GBTA, make sure you swing by the booth so that we can do some of those demos with you and show you some of the advancements.
Yeah, we have it all here. We have it all here. We'll show you.
Love that. Oh, this is a good one. As I'm looking down here on the notes, one of our colleagues, David Coppins, he's going to be in the GBTA broadcast studio doing a conversation and topic with them about elevating that traveler experience like you were just talking about. And he's always great to listen to.
He really is. You know what he's going to be talking about also?
Tell me.
AI. AI.
I'm shocked, Heather.
All the time.
I'm shocked.
I know, but that's the question we're getting, right? We're not driving the conversation is driving us. And that's great, because we're happy to talk about AI all day long.
And I know one of the talking points I hear you say about that all the time is AI is not new to us. We've been using it for years. It's just now coming into this big picture within the industry, and it's an exciting time to elevate the human experience, which you wouldn't think would go together, but they kind of fit together beautifully.
No, you're right. And you know, when I talk about this, spoiler alert for my session, you use an Alexa, you use Google Maps. I think Google Search has been using AI for 25 years. It's so funny. So we've got it infused in our everyday lives, right?
Wait, hold on. I just got a flashback, right, of typing on my computer. Do you remember that little paperclip looking guy that would come on and suggest things?
Yes.
AI. It was figuring out what you were doing and making suggestions. AI is not new to any of us.
Spell check?
It's spell check. It's just elevating the human experience.
And it's getting a little more
advanced.
Human and a little more advanced, and that's the conversation, right? When ChatGPT launched a couple of years ago,
Change the game.
You know, everything, like, what is this? And there were awfulists that said, oh, this is going to change our world, it's scary, it's this, it's that. And then there were productive coverage of it, where it's going to help us, it's going to make us smarter, it's going to, and then there's the, and everything in between, I guess I would say, right? It's just going to help us in so many ways.
Exciting conversation. Looking forward to hearing what David talks about in that traveler experience as he touches on AI as well. You know, like I said, we are recording here at the kickoff party.
I see somebody.
Hold on, I just made eyes with someone.
Okay.
We have April. We have to bring over April Bridgman.
I love April Bridgman.
She's with our consulting arm at Vito.
And I love her suit.
She looks great. She might have. Come on. Center stage.
That's her in that suit.
All right. First question.
Say
hi to everyone. Introduce yourself, what you do at BCD.
Okay.
Let us
I'm
know.
April Bridgman, and I lead 3 areas at BCD: sustainability at Vito, which is our managed travel consultancy, and hotel solutions, which covers all of basically the things we do for customers related to their lodging programs. So
and you are no stranger to the podcast.
I am not.
Here's a fun fact for everyone. Heather, I don't even know if you know this. April, for the longest time, held the record for the episode that was most downloaded.
Wait a minute. I no longer hold the record? You have to have me on again. I want to get it back.
You're so competitive. You're always so competitive.
On that episode, we talked a lot about hotel.
We did.
And I know there's some new things happening with it, so for everyone listening, what's maybe the one thing you want them to know about hotel strategy, content?
Okay,
There's
first
so
of all,
much.
one thing for April to talk about hotels.
I know. That's
You
a
can
big
shove
question.
3 in there.
Yeah.
I can do 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I don't know. The one thing I'm most excited about right now is digital payment and invoice management.
We
It's
just talked
one
about
way
it.
to really transform a program, and now's the time. A couple of years ago, I would have said, wait a little bit, because it is, got some acceptance issues. Technology might not quite be there yet, but I think it's time.
Yeah.
I think it's time to transform, and don't leave it at that. Get rid of your expense process.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
we were just saying
Make
that.
it easier on
Yeah.
everybody. So I'm very excited about that. In terms of, analytics, I'm very excited about the fact that we're diving into shopping data for the first time, and we're able to really analyze consumer behavior, understanding which choices they're presented at the point of sale, and really determining, okay, what did they pick? What was the variation in what they were offered, and what can we do to understand how we might be able to influence it better, to drive more savings in a program. I kind of into programs. I feel like that might be one of the next big value adds a TMC might have.
That's a bold statement.
I really think so, though.
Yeah.
Driving consumer behavior is where it's at, really.
All right.
So it's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
And Avito does such a good job at that, honestly.
Where we sit within the organization, we get to work with so many people with Vito, our consulting arm, as April just said, and I'm constantly impressed by the creativity, the passion and drive, the work ethic behind it, because it's not just coming in and doing your job. They're coming in and helping other programs be as efficient, effective, driving cost savings, engagement across their travelers who are on the road. It's really impressive what the team is able to do and to help programs, achieve more.
And they're all unique, right? They're all very different.
Very different. And every program's at a different stage, different priorities, believe it or not. And I'm super proud of that team. I think they're quite good at what they do. I do think though that was Dan Ariely on stage today at the opening?
Oh, maybe. I didn't get a chance to go over there
If
yet.
any of you saw Dan Ariely today, or if I'm wrong, and he's on a different day, he was in one of the main stage presentations, and he wrote a book on behavioral economics, and it's actually the first one I read was one of his earlier books on behavioral economics, which is all about how you influence behavior, how you influence consumer behavior, business travel behavior. We're all consumers at heart, and hopefully if those of you that did see it or missed it, take a watch if you can, and if not, buy one of his books.
It's great.
They're amazing, and will really open your mind to thinking about what additionally we can do to change some things in our program and change the value equation that we're all working toward. I think too, and I will make one little plug here, we have a white paper on Avito.com around behavioral economics and how it can apply in travel, and if that's something that piqued your interest, if you saw him today or heard about his discussion, take a look at that as well.
For everyone watching, thanks so much for always tuning into Connections. It started out as a little project. It turned into this worldwide thing that we love connecting with our colleagues, our industry friends, suppliers. So we always appreciate everyone watching. But for now, let's go join the party.
Let's go join the party.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everyone.
everybody.